The training simulator aboard the Orbital Academy hummed with artificial energy, projecting holographic battlefields, alien terrains, and dynamic scenarios designed to push cadets to their limits. Rows of trainees, young humans, and interstellar allies huddled over control panels, monitoring their performance metrics and reacting to challenges. Among them was Cadet Jace Rowan, a human known for his unorthodox strategies and relentless curiosity. The instructor, an AI hologram named Commander Valen, floated above the central platform, his form flickering with data streams. Team Alpha, Valen announced, initialize Scenario Delta 9. Objective, retrieve the energy core and secure it without triggering hostiles. Sensors are online. Begin. The cadets' screens lit up, displaying a sterile environment with walls lined by the Academy's synthetic compounds. Each display showed a numerical readout, indicating the presence and intensity of hostile forces. Most cadets glanced at the readings nervously, while Jace noticed an anomaly, a 0 reading where a high threat level was expected. 0. One cadet whispered, laughing. This must be a glitch. No enemies detected. We're free to walk straight to the core. The room erupted in laughter. Cadets joked, poking fun at Jace for taking the reading seriously. Watch him panic when a dozen enemies spring out, one said. Jace ignored them. Experience taught him that 0 readings often masked the unexpected. He leaned closer to the interface, running a diagnostic. The display flickered briefly, but continued showing 0. Something's off, he muttered. The sensors shouldn't read this low. The AI usually calibrates for detection anomalies. He tried to alert the instructor. Commander, Delta 9 sensors might be misreporting. Recommend caution. Before he could finish, the simulator flickered violently. All screens went black. Cadets exchanged startled glances as the room's lights dimmed. A low hum filled the chamber. Then, in stark white letters across every panel, the system rebooted, displaying a warning. Access restricted. Earth protocol. Black level. Silence fell. Laughter ceased. Faces turned pale. Black level. In Academy lore, the term was rarely mentioned outside restricted files. It signified a protocol meant for the most dangerous and classified simulations, scenarios designed to test operatives in life-or-death conditions against threats that were almost indistinguishable from reality. Commander Valen's hologram reappeared, his tone sharper, more commanding. Cadets, what you're experiencing is beyond a standard simulation. Earth Protocol Black Level overrides standard safety parameters. Your actions will have real consequences within this controlled environment. Any misstep may trigger permanent lockdown or mission failure. Jace's heart pounded. He realized immediately. The 0 reading had not been a glitch. It had been a deliberate bait, designed to measure how cadets would respond under the illusion of 0 threat. Most had laughed and proceeded recklessly. He had questioned it. That simple decision would define his survival. The simulation's environment shifted. The sterile walls dissolved into a sprawling alien landscape. Shadows moved independently of any programmed patterns. Hostile drones, their exoskeletons shimmering with adaptive camouflage, began to emerge from the terrain. Their presence was fluid, almost alive, reacting not just to cadets' movements, but to their intent. Cadets screamed and scrambled. Many were trapped immediately, caught in energy nets or immobilized by automated defense mechanisms. Jace sprinted toward the energy core, mindful of the drone's unpredictable behavior. Every movement required precision, anticipation, and calm, yet the pressure was intense. A drone lunged at him from above. He sidestepped, thrusting a stun baton in its path. The weapon connected, but instead of incapacitating the drone, the energy surged back toward him. His reflexes saved him, but but he realized that standard tactics were ineffective. In Black Level, every assumption was a trap. He remembered the Academy's survival motto: observe, adapt, survive. He stopped, crouching behind a jagged boulder, scanning the area. Unlike other cadets, he didn't panic. He analyzed patterns. The drones moved in coordinated swarms, but their synchronization had micro-variations. By exploiting these gaps, he could navigate through the battlefield safely. Jace advanced carefully, marking potential ambush points and setting improvised traps using the terrain. A fellow cadet, panicked and yelling, ran directly into a drone swarm and was immediately neutralized. Jace winced, noting the real stakes. In Black Level, failure was instantaneous and unforgiving. He reached a narrow passage leading toward the energy core. The drones adjusted, predicting conventional approaches. He paused, then recalibrated. Instead of rushing, he used a distraction, a series of holographic decoys from his interface, creating phantom movements that misled the drones. They surged toward the decoys, allowing him to slip past undetected. Finally, he arrived at the pedestal holding the energy core. The core surface pulsed with power, a sphere of condensed energy that radiated heat and light. He connected his interface to secure it, initiating the containment protocol. But as he did, the system reacted. Another warning flashed. Black Level override, threat escalation imminent. He had triggered a secondary protocol. From above, massive mech units descended, their armor bristling with energy weapons. Jace's training kicked in. He deployed tactical shields, activated environmental traps, and manipulated energy conduits to reroute power toward defensive turrets. Every action had to be precise. One miscalculation could be fatal. The battle lasted hours, though in real time it might have been minutes. Jace moved with focus, combining strategy, skill, and intuition. He learned to anticipate the AI's logic, predicting drone and mech movements, as if reading a complex game of chess. One by one, the threats were neutralized or rerouted. Finally, the system stabilized. The energy core was secured. Cadets who had survived regrouped, their faces pale and minds shaken. Commander Valen's hologram appeared again, tone subdued but approving. "Cadet Rowan," he said, "your actions demonstrate the highest aptitude observed in Black Level trials. Observation, adaptation, and restraint were your greatest assets. You have not only survived but excelled where others failed." Jace exhaled, fatigue and relief washing over him. Around him, the other cadets, who had mocked the zero reading initially, looked on with awe and newfound respect. Laughter was gone, replaced by the weight of understanding. Earth Protocol Black Level was no ordinary simulation. It tested the very essence of judgment, composure, and survival. In the debriefing, Academy records confirmed what Jace had suspected. The initial zero reading had been a test within a test. The AI deliberately manipulated perceived risk to measure true decision-making under pressure. Those who ignored anomalies perished quickly or failed to complete objectives. Those who questioned, adapted, and acted thoughtfully, like Jace, were marked as exceptional. He was awarded the Black Level Commendation, a distinction rarely given to humans. The experience became a cornerstone of his reputation across interstellar academies, a human who saw beyond the obvious, who trusted his instincts, and who survived the ultimate test of intellect, courage, and adaptability.